Hi everybody, sorry I'm late, but I had to run an errand that was unexpected at last minute, and that's why I am out in the street. I didn't have contact with anyone. It's just that it's life, they called me and they needed something and I needed to go get it. Anyways, I'm here now, and today we're going to talk about how to bond with your pets with the help of essential oils. And right now, I thought about this because right now a lot of people are spending more time with their pets. Their home. I saw this little piece of news where they talked about this dog that fractured his tail because he was wagging it so much because he was so happy to have company. So now he's going to feel, he's feeling all this happiness and he cannot contain it, and he's wagging his tail back and forth and he broke his tail. That's something that tells you something about pets. Essential oils can be used safely in pets, in farm animals as well, but you do have to know about them. You cannot use any kind of oil. You have to make sure that these oils are pure, that they don't have any synthetics, that they don't have any constituents that may harm your pet. That's the first thing. The second thing is to know your pet's metabolism. The biggest concern is with cats. And a lot of people have also reptiles and fish. You cannot use any kind of oil with these types of pets. You have to know how their metabolism works. And in the case of cats, which is the most studied case, they lack an enzyme, and not all of them do, but most of them do. It's an enzyme that allows them to process and metabolize the constituents of the oils. So that's why they advise against using essential oils with cats. But we have to be also knowledgeable that whenever I'm a cat mom, and I had planned to have my cat mom mug and everything, but life happened and I couldn't do that. Okay, I'm a cat mom. I have 2 cats at home and I have a small house, but I still oil up. The oils that they cannot, be around in, is not like I use them all the time and I don't diffuse them because I want to be cautious. But I also provide for them an out. Whenever I use those oils, I put them usually in the bottoms of my feet in socks and tennis shoes. So they're not exposed to those oils anyways. I'm wearing them in the soles of my feet, and they're usually the heavier tone ones like clove and I think cinnamon and tea tree, and the ones that have properties that help a lot with things that are going on right now and things that go on a lot during winter time. Those oils, they're very heavy for them. And the thing is that a lot of cats do have that enzyme, but you never know unless you test them. So the best thing is for them to have an out, for them to have a place where they can go breathe, and to drink plenty of water. That's the main thing. So in my house, we just have a 2-bedroom house. One of the bedrooms is diffuser free, and then I have their water there, and then I open windows, and they love sitting in the windows and looking outside and dreaming that they're behind squirrels and stuff like that. But anyways, you have to provide an out for your cat. But you can definitely use essential oils, because if you think about it, whenever cats roam wild, roam wild? Yeah, that's the way you say it. Whenever they're out in the wild, they are exposed to essential oils anyways, but they know what to do. So they have their own way to deal with them. You just have to give them an out and a way to deal with them. With dogs can take a whole bunch of essential oils, especially if you get them used to you. And you just have to be careful when they're very, very young, or when they're ill. When they're ill, you have to know how essential oils work. And I'm referring, when I talk essential oils, I'm talking about pure, unadulterated, 100% clean, non-toxin, not $5 cheapo from the dollar store, essential oils. I'm talking about the real thing, about the real thing that comes from the plant. But a lot of people are like, no, that is too much work, I won't use them. Well, let me tell you something. Essential oils help a lot whenever you're bonding with your pet. They help a lot whenever you want to also do something special for your pet. For example, to get over a fear that they may have. A lot of pets, they have a problem with the loud noises, thunderstorm, and also the fireworks. And a lot of people want to help them. Also traveling, I've heard about traveling. A lot of people want to help them and they don't know how, and the only thing is to sedate them. I used to have a dog. He was a terrier, and we had the hardest time grooming him because he was always so hyper. They had to sedate him every time he had, a grooming session. It was pretty bad, and I didn't know about oils back then. When it comes to farm animals, especially horses and cows, they love essential oils. And by personal experience, I can tell you that goats also love essential oils, because we had goats, and they always follow me around because I smell like food, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes they didn't like me because I guess I smell like something they didn't like, but most of the time they were like, bah, behind me. So the way that essential oils work in an animal's brain is by it's like a tool that helps us cope and release certain emotional patterns, because the components in the essential oils are agents that can work in our brains through our limbic system. So we smell it up our nose and it goes to our brain in our limbic system. In our nose is the fastest route to go to our brain, and they can start working by regulating functions, opening pathways, engaging and releasing functions that allow us to deal, and they can do the same for our pets. So imagine this. Right now, you're home and they're happy that you're home, but you're anxious. You are feeling anxious because you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You don't know how you're going to deal with the whole situation. We are stressed out. But if we work together, and if you have any kind of essential oil, I mean, not any kind, but you know what I mean, any flavor of essential oil that you have, if it's lemon, if it's lavender, if it's peppermint, and you use it on yourself, remember that their noses are like 5,000 times more powerful than ours. So they really do not have to have essential oils on their coats or up their nose or in their paws. Do not do that yet. Do not do that if you're just learning how to bond with your pet. But wear them yourself. Work on your own emotions, because they're going to feed off of you. If you're going to become their diffuser, they're going to feed off of your emotions as well. So allow the oils to help you. If you don't know about this, there's several classes online. My teacher, Mahal Mingus, go look her up on YouTube. She's on YouTube. She's mostly on Facebook, but she shares a whole lot more of emotional trauma clearing than I do. But it's amazing. It's amazing that if we deal with our own emotions, if we work on them daily, our pets are going to feel much more relaxed, and they're gonna do their job too, because our pets calm us down. Most of the time pets are like something that makes us feel nice. So it's like a symbiotic relationship, and allow the oils to start working on you so they work on them, and it's like a circle, the circle of life. Okay, I went all Lion King on you. So personally, I do not follow a protocol for my pets unless I want to support something. My 2 cats are pretty young, and my dog is like 5 years old. And I do not follow a protocol with them, but I am a diffuser for them. I'm always wearing something. And one thing I notice is that they know what to do. If I just oiled up, sometimes I'm like, oh, this oil she won't like. She's gonna be like, no, Mom, I don't want to be close to you, and she's going to run away. And surprisingly, I just oiled up and I lay down, and she comes and lays on top of me. And I'm like, okay, I was wrong. And then sometimes I smell very faintly. It's very mild, moderate essential oils. And they smell stronger whenever you just put them on, in the first place. And I'm thinking, okay, I just want to pet you. And she runs away. So they know what to do. Just let them. Do not force your pets to be close to you, or to, do not force the oils on them. And one way that we can introduce oils is in happy times. Happy times make these oils very powerful, because whenever those thunderstorms, whenever those fireworks come, whenever the traveling times, whenever the grooming happens, if you introduce the happy oil, the happy feelings oil in those times, because you already imprinted happiness to that smell, you can calm them down whenever that time arrives. So, and it's the same thing for us. Right now, if you have been working on your emotional things, with oils, go back to the oils that made you happy. Okay? Go back to those so you can calm yourself down too. It's amazing how us mammals work. And that's the way we were made. I mean, smells play a big part on how we feel. So the thing is that, yes, there are a lot of things going on around in the internet saying this and that, but whenever we look for the right resources, and we can, open up a book and talk to somebody who has done the research, we can trust the use around them. One of the doctors that I follow, it's a page, Chenua Veterinary, and the other one is Dr. Wilkerson, Lori Wilkerson. Those two, they use oils in their practice as well as other things that vets use. And they do it with a lot of success, because they have done their homework. So you can too. But the main thing that I use oils for with my animals are for emotional support. Emotional support for them is the best, because they were made in a way that they have instinct. And if oils work in them, because placebo doesn't work on pets. So if oils work in them, that means that they work on me, even if I resist them, because they're the real deal. The things that we hear on the internet sometimes are scary. There was this one about a cat that died, but then in the study, it came to light that, first of all, it was an adulterated oil. We didn't know where it came from. Second of all, there was no outing for the pet, and it was tinted. There was a tint on top of the pet, and the essential oils were dispersed underneath. So it was like an overexposure as well. So it was a lot to take for that poor animal. So the thing is that you have to make sure that they have an outing, that they can breathe fresh air, drink fresh water. You need to take in consideration the species, the weight, the size, their health status. You have to also know your oils, know your company that you are going to use or you're using. You have to make sure that the research backs up your intentions. That way you can support your animal. And if you're gonna do that for your animal, of course you have to do that for yourself as well. So my take is that if you want to start using essential oils right now, because you have never used them before, because this is something that you are happening to catch because you are self-isolating, this is a good time to start researching. You got all the time in the world to start researching, to go on Google, but don't do just the superficial searches. Go deep, go into the rabbit hole and look for PubMed, for people who have authority on the matter, who know what they're talking about. Those are the people that I look for whenever I started, and I'm so happy I did. So if you need me to point you to those people, I will gladly do it. But yes, keep working on your emotions, keep working on bonding with your pets. If you have something to follow up of training for your pets, you can use oils to train your pets as well, and to keep that bond. So whenever things go back to normal, they will be able to handle now being on their own again. So they are going to be able to handle being on their own again. We have to think to the future. This is not going to be lasting forever, even though it feels like it, but it's not going to last forever. So we have to prepare for that too. So start doing your homework right now, and you are going to have a successful relationship with your pet. And you may take it to a next level that you didn't know it existed, because now you guys are roommates, and no, cellmates. You guys are cellmates now, so you have to get along. And why not use the time to take it to the next level and make it last. I don't know, I wonder, maybe that's the way it was supposed to be. It was intended that way. I don't know. If you can still go out where you live, and you can still, walk them around the block, doing social distancing and all that, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Walking, I think I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna walk around the block if I can, because I still can in my city. But okay, well, anyways, thank you for listening to me, and if you have any questions, my information is in the description box. Bye.